Welcome to the Learning and Development Channel, where you can learn, lead, and make a difference.
You have to get through this if it's really critical to you. And maybe one other thing if we've got time, explore other fun things. Okay, I want to talk to you about now collaborative expertise, or I call collaborative expertise, and learning action skills. Okay. The purpose is to roll a short summary of collaborative expertise, and then I want to compare them. Now I think you'll be in for a pleasant surprise, but there's something. Okay, I think we're going to have to focus. I want to talk about collaborative expertise. Collaborative expertise is where groups of teachers work together as a team. Now you've got to be careful in education and to look for silver bullets. That's the Lone Ranger and the silver bullet business and stuff. There are no silver bullets in education. However, the closest thing in the world to a silver bullet, I believe, is collaborative expertise. And one of the pushes by Mr John is evolving into this. And so it's important that you get the start of the conversation, but my hope is that this conversation will get bigger and bigger and bigger, but at least you're getting an introduction to it. Collaborative, I'll go it to you, but collaborative expertise recognises that in school there's varying expertise, and it's about reducing the variability of teacher effectiveness. You go to a school, you might find one or two really good teachers, you might find some or average teachers, and you might find some terrible teachers in the school. The variability in school is huge. It's absolutely huge in schools. The reason what collaborative expertise is all about is keeping the good teachers or excellent teachers where they are and bringing the others up. It reminds me of a team. The problem with having one or two brilliant teachers in the school, you've got lucky classes. It's like a lottery. It's a lottery. If you get picked, you win by getting this teacher. If you lose the lottery, you get another teacher. So it's about making classes in the school not a lottery. So it's about, the other example I always talk about, and you might have heard me say before, I always think of the American, and basketball. The Americans, time and time again, have the 5 top basketball players for each of their positions in the Olympic Games. People would say, that's the best person of doing that. That's the best person in the world of doing that. But America does not always win the gold medal of the Olympic Games. They do win it, but not always. And who beats them? A team that hasn't got the best players in every position, but they work together. So a team that works together can beat a team of legends. A team of 5 legends can be beaten if you've got a team that collaborate and work together. So this is what collaborative expertise is about. If we can get collaborative expertise, not just talk about it, and Philippines is great at talking about all sorts of things, but put it into operation, which their hope is that, then you've got a real chance to make a change in the next 10 or 12 years. The greatest barrier to improvement is the teacher. We want all teachers to be as good as the best teachers within a school. Now, for that to happen, it's going to take years, but we can start the journey. Even if you started the journey, it's a good thing. Collaborative side down the bottom, raising the effort to the level work together in sports. Now, teachers should aspire to become part of a community of highly expert teachers. We did a huge study for the Australian government, one of the biggest ever in Australia, where we looked at faculty streams that work together well. Students have got brilliant results in a subject. And I won't tell us to talk about this another time, but we found out that the key, no matter what subject area it is in, they were like a family. When we interviewed other teachers, why is this group of teachers in this school doing so well? They've got the same kids as everybody else, same principals as everybody else, yet they were doing brilliantly. And when we interviewed parents and the kids and that, we found out that these teachers were like a family. Like a family. They work together like a family. They argued, they fought like a family too. Some of them liked one another, some of them didn't. The only reason they were together because they were at the same school. But they were like a family. And when one was in trouble, they were all ready to back that person up. I'll talk about that another time. Shifting the narrative around teaching and learning. It's not about what a teacher does, it's what the team of teachers do. Not what a teacher does, it's what the team does. So it's spreading the risk across. And it means that an expert teacher can't, part of their role as being brilliant and expert is they have to share that knowledge and work with their colleagues. When we went to these schools, it didn't matter whether we were there in science, English, math, whatever subject we were in, we got the same result. I was sitting in the staff room, happened to be a maths room, and a teacher walked in and said, I've just used this trick on my class and it worked really well. I think every teacher in the staff should use this trick. That sums it up. If you go into other staff rooms, a teacher does a sheet and it's really good work with their class and they hide it because they don't want other teachers to use it. Completely changing the narrative. It's like a basketball team. I'm going to kick the basketball because I want to score and be taught and not pass it to someone who could get a better shot. The education for resources and time, so it has to be senior people. CEOs as central office, regional directors, right through the system. Everybody has to come on the same board. It's like a war on education. Skill leaders play a role. And the skill leaders in the skill and the skill leaders associated with skills. According to my friend John Hattie, you may have heard of him, and he talks about effect size, which is another talk I'd like to share with you another time. Correct, he calls it, what have I there? Oh, sorry, it's a bit private again. It's him who talks about what he wants in school is a year's growth for a year's teaching. And we can actually work out what that looks like. A year's growth for a year. As I said to you, in the Philippines, at the moment, it's about 2 or 3 months growth for a year's teaching. And the effect size happens to be about you've got to be 0.4 away. Some education practice in the Philippines, if you look at PISA, is just not in the right stream. So, getting your teachers to work harder but have them going in the wrong direction is not going to help anyone. It's burn them out. Even though there's really important under USEC work, there's really important information going on about getting rid of admin staff so the teachers can focus more on teaching. That's going to be very, very beneficial. But still, if they're going in that direction and not this sort of brain direction, it won't make a difference. Okay, learning action steps. This is your stuff. Just as you all know this, I hope you're there. I've talked a couple of times about this and I get a feeling no one's read it. Anyway, can I just tell you, I think it's a brilliant document. I have no part to play in it, and a brilliant document. As I've said to many other groups, the Philippines is great at getting documents and policies, but they're hopeless at putting them into practice. Maybe that's a bit hard. Well, to read that out and say, I'm not so good at putting them into practice. Okay. The bigger rationale behind the creation of LAC, implementation, roles and responsibilities, monitoring and evaluation. So you don't have to copy that, but that's all in the bit there. I went through and I asked myself, what are the main ideas? Commitment to quality education and lifelong learning. Emphasis on quality teaching and its impact on learning outcomes. This is just taken from that document. Acknowledgement of the need of continuous professional development. Introduction of the concept of learning yourself as a skill-based practice. I love it. I just love it. All that is internationally benchmarked. More, in policy statements, the importance of integrating LAC into skill-based management and skill improvement plans. Better than excellent. Still heads on promoting and facilitating LAC. Also better than excellent. It's a different world. Every principle is doing this. It involves collaborative planning and professional development for teachers. Actually, the quality of teaching and subsequently enhance student learning outcomes. So all those things were at the heart of both collective expertise and the LAC. What about one of the differences, you would ask? What's the difference between collaborative expertise and the LAC policy? I found two. Collective expertise is about reducing variability in teacher effectiveness within the school. LAC introduces specific strategies for collaborative planning. So it's complementary, it's different, but it's complementary. What collaborative expertise is about is not having a lottery for classes. Over time, the students who go to one class is going to get a very similar education if they go to another class. That's reducing variability. In the LAC, it gives you a specific strategy as these LACs to do it. Number two, collaborative has expanded its systems in education narrative on evidence-based education. The LAC policy, so it's more global. It's what other countries are doing. Whereas the LAC is firmly about K-12, so that's natural. It's just their policy, so they're about what we want to Philippines. What I want the collective evidence for teachers is happening internationally. Number three. Collective offers a range of specific tasks you can do to do collaborative expertise. The LAC gives it a structure, a framework upon which to drop that into. Here you have a more of an international perspective, while the LAC is more directed to what will work in the Philippines. And I believe you need both of those. Okay. So what I want to leave you with that is the LAC, I think, is
Like and subscribe to the L&D channel on YouTube using the link youtube.com/@LearnToLead channel. For more information, visit our NAAP Region 8 official Facebook page at facebook.com/NAAPR08.